Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. My name is Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. Let's talk some old school NBA basketball. In today's episode, I want to take a look at NBA legends giving their opinion about how good Toni Kukoc was, the great Chicago Bulls player that was a vital part to the second three-peat of the Bulls back in the days. But before we dive into that, let me ask you guys for a small favor. Please subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoy the content. And I would say, let's get right down into it. Now, the first player's opinion that I want to take a look at is from Steve Kerr, obviously a teammate of Tony's, and he has some pretty interesting and nice things to say about Toni. Let's take a look.
Toni had some monster games in the finals. 97, we were really relying on him more than we had to in 96. Times when he just completely dominated the game and took over. And what an amazing luxury to have a guy off the bench who could do that.
Did not have the shot. 5 seconds remaining in regulation. The inbound. Pippen rolls it to Kukoc. Have won their 5th championship in the last 7 years for 6 times.
Now, when we talk about the Chicago Bulls, next to Michael Jordan, the second guy that we have to talk about is obviously Scottie Pippen. So let's hear what Scottie has to say.
We don't win without Toni. No one sacrificed more than what Toni Kukoc did. Coming off the bench, he accepted it and he embraced it. One of the best international players to ever come and play in America. His success speaks for that. He's one of the greatest to ever do it.
Toni Kukoc, when international players were few and far between in the league, nicknamed the Waiter, 6'10", shooting threes, came right in and won 3 championships with the Chicago Bulls. Scottie Pippen got into it with Phil Jackson because they didn't draw up the final play for him, drew it off of Kukoc, and he made it. That's how good their squad was.
I had a lot of good experiences with Toni. He was a great friend. We went out all the time on the road and had dinner and had a lot of fun. And of course, playing with him was great because he was an amazing player, great passer. And I got a lot of open shots by playing with Toni.
Look for Miller to pop out. He'll get the screen from Mitchell. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3. Here he comes, fade away.
Yes, Miller hits a big one. It's not a 3.
Reggie Miller hit a shot with 3 seconds, 2 seconds, bows in 4 different directions.
With 0.8 of a second remaining, Reggie Miller takes the bows at the stadium in Chicago.
And then Toni at the buzzer wins the game.
Toni got it, put it up, look out, he got it!
One of the great I'll show you moments ever.
They are going as nuts as we are. What an incredible play.
Toni showed that if you're a great player, it doesn't matter where you come from.
Very happy to be here, to have a chance to play for world champion, Chicago Bulls.
After starring on the world stage, it was time for Kukoc to test his game in the NBA. And in his first season, he proved he was ready for playoff pressure.
Kukoc for the win.
I remember Scottie Pippen and all we heard in Chicago was how great Toni Kukoc was, from Jerry Krause and whatever. And we made a pact that we were not going to let this guy do anything against him.
See, people don't, if you're not there and you hear all this media stuff, but if you're there, these two guys had a great relationship and still have a great relationship to this day.
A lot more would have been made of that story probably had he missed his shot, but he didn't.
Tony was a tougher-minded guy than he was given credit for. And Tony did not shy away from the moment.
Walking off the court, just, like that's my memory of that moment. For a non-championship game, that arena was just, it was bonkers. It was fun to watch.
Coach on the steal. Tony has to finish, and he does. Two guys swinging it. Down the floor, finds Ronnie Harper.
Shot of Kukoc, he'll fake, take a fadeaway 15-footer, and it's good.
Trying to deal with Kukoc. That fadeaway J bottoms up.
Kukoc now moving his way in with a hook shot. Toni Kukoc with a nifty move. Kukoc on the run.
Tony down the lane. Nice job. What a pass. What a beautiful pass. Recovered by Kukoc. He draws the...
Krause was recruiting this guy and talking how great he was. That's like a father who has all his kids and now he sees another kid that he loves more than he loves his own. So we were not playing against Toni Kukoc. We were playing against Jerry Krause in a Croatian uniform.
But unfortunately for the real Toni Kukoc, he was now the target of the world's two best defensive players.
They was debating who was going to guard him. No, I got it. No, I got it.
I'm looking at Michael and Scottie, and they're ready for, blood. Man.
We knew the world was going to be watching. We knew everyone wanted to see what Toni Kukoc was like, and we were going to give him the worst experience he ever had on the basketball court.
Pippen drew the initial assignment of shadowing Kukoc and harassed the Croatian from the opening whistle.
It was hard to run across the half court without a ball. And with the ball, it was just, here, somebody else get it.
Tony definitely wasn't getting a shot up, and he wasn't going to score.
Kukoc is nothing for 4, and he's contributed nothing.
We wanted to go guard him on the bench.
Kukoc is called for the offensive foul, and the pressure continues.
And after Pippen wore Kukoc down, it was Jordan's turn.
Kukoc, stolen by Jordan. He reads it better than anyone.
I understood that part. That coming here, nothing's going to be given to me just because I was really good in Europe. Obviously, you need a time to prove some things to each other.
That was a pretty good team. We were a system offensive team at that point, run the triangle, and his skill set fit into that perfectly.
He was basically a 7-foot point guard. And that's what he was, a guy who saw the court, and as we say in this era now, could stretch the floor, tremendous shooting touch.
Kukoc looks in. Nice. Finds Purdue with a great feed. Tony could put him ahead.
What a show by Toni Kukoc.
Well, it all comes down to one, at least you would think, one opportunity.
I remember Phil saying, okay, you're going to take a ball out of bounds, try to find the horse. It's going to be a play on the other side. If nothing develops on the other side, take a ball. You got a couple seconds to try to do something.
Gives it back, Tony, long three.
Yeah, Kukoc! Kukoc with a 3! Yes, sir! A bullseye!
Toni Kukoc with a beautiful move.
Now he drives past contact and stuffs it home with 2 hands.
Here's Kukoc with a great move.
Back time, Michael.
Good night.
Michael gives it to Toni Kukoc.
As Montrose, and now he takes him to the hole.
Takes him to the hole and deals down. Tony loved it, yes, sir.
Tony spin.
Nice. Well, he had it the whole way. Tony thought the whole way. Beautifully done.
Kukoc with a fake pass and a basket. There.
A slam for Kukoc.
Kukoc off the steal. Three-time European Player of the Year.
Back in the day, I was a huge Bulls fan, and it was not only because of Jordan, it was because of Pippen, Rodman, Ron Harper, and even the early 90s Bulls, I was a major fan. But sometimes I have the feeling that many people don't give Toni Kukoc the credit that he deserves because he was such a major part of the three-peat. To have such a guy coming off the bench that was incredible. And from his skill set, he was so advanced. I mean, a tall guy who could shoot, who could handle the ball, who could pass. That guy was incredible. So Tony, this episode was just for you, my man. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, click the notifications bell so you never miss an episode of the Basketball Time Machine. And hopefully, I'll see you next time. Take care and goodbye.